Hi, my name is Anshul Behl. I am a Ansible TMM. I am a technical marketing manager in the Ansible business unit, and today I'm going to talk about how different observability vendors like IBM Instana, Splunk, and ServiceNow are working with Ansible Automation Platform to close the loop between detection and remediation. Your observability platforms today are creating more intelligence than ever, lot of signals, lot of alerts, but where they fall short is your team is still the bottleneck between detection and remediation. So this is where Ansible Automation Platform comes in. Let's start with IBM Instana and let me show you some demos. AAP exposes its capabilities through its APIs. So that means that Instana can use the APIs of Ansible through its application interface to actually pull the job catalog within their interface. And that is what Instana does. The use case in here is service latency spike. Instana detects the problem, but the detection alone doesn't solve the problem. We need to work on remediation as well, and that is where Ansible Automation Platform comes in. Through the API integration, every job template in AAP is now available inside Instana's automation catalog. That's the governed Ansible playbooks, each one built by your team, gone through your change management process, as well as approved by your automation team. This is what it means to invest in both the platforms. Your observability team does what they do best, your automation team does what they do best, which is build automation, and everything shows up in one interface. So when the latency alert fires, Instana's natural language processing recommends the matching Ansible job template within the platform and from the catalog with the confidence score. And this becomes really easy for a user because now the key point here is the remediation it recommends. It's not a playbook that was created by AI on the fly. It is actually recommending something that is governed so that it becomes a confidence factor for the users who's selecting to run automation, because now they know that I trust in this automation, I trust this change management process, I can run this automation. The operator now launches the job template directly, and here's what's important. As soon as they launch something, the change as well as the automation actually moves to Ansible Automation Platform, the role-based access control, the audit features of Ansible Automation Platform. You get everything, just the trigger comes from Instana. So the operator stays within Instana, they see the alert, they see the trigger, they also see the remediation, all from the same interface, but they also get the features of Ansible Automation Platform, which is role-based access control, audit trails, governed automation. Everything works out and your issues get resolved. That is the power of AIOps with Ansible Automation Platform, and that is what the Instana and different observability vendors recognize. Now let's move to another demo. Now same Instana, but through an AI interface within AAP. So AI is accelerating how fast the observability platforms can diagnose the problems. But AI reasoning, again, without governed execution, can become a problem. And that is where Ansible's MCP server now comes in. So Model Context Protocol, MCP, gives AI models the ability to, in a structured way, to discover external tools and services. And AAP or Ansible Automation Platform has an MCP server as well. It makes the job templates, inventories, as well as job histories available to the Instana agent or Instana AI platform through the Ansible Automation Platform MCP server. Now, if you look at the demo, the AAP MCP server is registered within Instana. This is what it looks like when an observability platform connects its AI capabilities to Ansible Automation Platform through its execution layer. The job templates your team has already built become tools within the AI platform so that you can start using it. This is another governance boundary, and it's critical. The administrator can decide what tools are available to the agent by selecting the tools that they want the MCP gateway to be available in. The AI diagnoses the problem, node not ready, pod scheduling failures, pods in crash loopback, good diagnosis. But now the issue is that there is no remediation. So this is where the MCP server for Ansible Automation Platform comes in. As soon as a issue is detected, the AI agent can now also discover, because of Ansible Automation Platform MCP server, that what job template can remediate this issue. Now we see that it is recommending a remediation for this particular problem of within the pods. Now the user just approve it by saying run it, and it starts running the job within the Ansible Automation Platform. And this is really important. Your curated governed automation that your team trusts has gone through a change management process is now available to an AI agent, and a human in the loop can just approve what job needs to run and recommend to user that, okay, I have started this job template within Ansible Automation Platform. This job is successful, your problem is solved, and we can see on the screen that all the pods are back in the normal state. So next, we are going to look at ServiceNow Leap. So service management platforms sit at the center of incident response. They have the data on every recurring issue, every 2 a.m. ticket. What they haven't had is a direct connection to governed automation catalog. And that is where Ansible Automation Platform again comes in. In the Leaps connector setting, you can see the setting is called Red Hat Ansible. This MCP connector links the ServiceNow to AAP's execution layer. The same MCP server we talked about in the Instana side, same governed template, same trusted execution, just a different entry point. Once connected, Leap surfaces AAP playbooks as recommended actions for automation opportunities. So Leap has a section for automation opportunities. You can attach these automation opportunities to Ansible playbooks that are discovered through your Ansible MCP server. This is a one-time effort. Once you are able to do that, the same workflow that we saw on Instana also kicks into the ServiceNow side, where their agent can start recommending resolution for the tickets. So now we move over to the ServiceNow side again to see what tickets are in my queue. In the queue, I pick up one of the tickets, which is an HTTP failure. As soon as I open the ticket, because I have the Ansible Automation Platform MCP server connected, I also have the automation opportunity connected. I can now see that in the recommended actions, Ansible MCP server or the Leap recommender is actually recommending that you can run this job template to fix the issue. As an operator, I will go and verify that my service is down. I trust this automation. I select I trust this automation. And then and there within ServiceNow, I can start fixing my issues. I do not need to go to Ansible Automation Platform, but I still get access to my trusted automation catalog. My automation opportunity discovers what automation fixes this issue, and I get a solution with then and there to my ticket. So no more long tickets, no more manual remediation, no more going to different servers. I just then and there I can start fixing an issue. The execution moves to Ansible Automation Platform with the RBAC, with the audit trail. So if someone asks what happened here, you can give them the Ansible audit trail and show them that this issue was fixed by the Leap recommender. So we saw multiple entry points, but one execution layer. We saw Instana with API integration. We saw Instana with AAP MCP integration. We also saw ServiceNow Leap with the MCP integration. Each starts in a different observability platform, but each ends in the same place, which is Ansible Automation Platform. The same RBAC, same credential management, and same audit trail. Instana, ServiceNow, and Splunk all are building these integration because they recognize the observability without execution is incomplete. Ansible Automation Platform provides the governed execution layer. So the playbooks that you've already built, the workflows that you already trust, the governance you're already established, that's the foundation. These integration basically activated from all these different directions. If you want to learn more, go to this link below.